In this video, I'm going to show you how to draw something with one-point perspective. So the first thing we need to do is take our ruler and we need to draw a line that represents the horizon. Then we're going to pick a point on that line, and that is going to be your vanishing point. Now, in order to draw something in one-point perspective, we start by drawing the face of an object. So I'm just going to start by drawing a simple square. Next, what I need to do is take my ruler and draw all lines going into the distance to that vanishing point from all of the corners. Now that I've drawn all the lines going into the distance to that vanishing point, I'm going to draw the remaining vertical and horizontal lines within the same sight lines. And with a one-point perspective, vertical lines remain parallel, horizontal lines remain parallel. So I'm going to start with this top horizontal segment. I'm going to go back into the distance, and it's going to be parallel to that. It's also going to be horizontal between the same sight lines. Then I'm going to draw the next vertical line. I like to go around the shape in order. It just kind of helps me keep things straight. Then I'm going to draw the bottom, which is horizontal. So it needs to be horizontal in the distance between the same exact sight lines. And then I end with my vertical. Alright, what remains to be done is to fill in the sides or the edges of the box within those sight lines. So now when you look at it, it looks like there's a box there, but it's a transparent box because you can see the lines in the background. What I want to do then to make it look like it's not transparent is to take my eraser, and I'm just going to erase any of the lines that would be missing if I had a box that I could not see through. And I'll just touch that up just a little bit, and here's my box. This is a three-dimensional one-point perspective drawing. Notice that horizontal lines all remain parallel and vertical lines remain vertical. Okay, let's say we want to draw something that's kind of a stair-step shape. I'm going to draw the face, and then I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to connect all of the vertices, the corners, to that vanishing point. Okay, I want you to notice something. I did not draw the line from this corner to the vanishing point because it would be in the background and it wouldn't show. So instead of drawing it then erasing it like I did with the box, I'm just going to not draw it at all because it would be in the background. So let's start with the top. I'm going to take this horizontal line, move it into the distance, and it must remain horizontal. Then I have this vertical segment. It must remain vertical. This is horizontal, so it's horizontal in the distance. And then I have a vertical edge, so I will draw another vertical edge. Now all that's left is to draw over the sight lines to make the edges of my three-dimensional figure. So you can see how drawing one-point perspectives is pretty simple because all the horizontal lines remain horizontal and the vertical lines remain vertical within the same sight lines. Now let's take a look at a couple of examples of one-point perspective drawings. Here's an example of a one-point perspective and how it might be used in art. It's often used to show that you're looking into the distance and there's a single vanishing point, and it would be right here. Here's another example. Can you see the vanishing point? It's been left on the drawing. It's right there. Notice how there's no horizon line in this picture. If there's no horizon in your drawing, then you don't need to have the line for the horizon. Now in this case, the vanishing point is in the center of the drawing, and the lines coming from all of the four corners are all converging upon that vanishing point. It has a different look than the first example, but it's still a one-point perspective drawing. In summary, here are the steps for drawing a one-point perspective figure. Number 1, draw the horizon and a vanishing point. Number 2, draw the face of your figure. Number 3, connect each corner of your figure to the vanishing point. Number 4, draw the remaining vertical and horizontal edges of your figure in the distance within the same sight lines. Remember that all vertical and horizontal edges should be parallel.